Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So this is the second and the last video in the series Essentials of Pandas. Okay, so up until here we have seen how to filter our data. So let's continue from here. So the next thing that we are gonna see is how to group the data. So over here if I write df as in data frame dot group by and then style. So what this code is gonna do is it is gonna group our data frame based on the style. Okay, and it will return us this variable g, which is in turn a list of map. Okay, so after that if I run a loop, and the loop goes something like this: for style as in the name of the style, and style df as in the data frame of that particular style. From this g is the same variable where we were storing this, and then I am printing it. So we get an output something like this. So over here you can see the first style is pack. Okay, and then all the datas which have the style pack is written over here. Okay, so now since it is large number of data, it has been broken into 2 to 3 lines, but you can see the index is always the same so that you can match to it. So it goes like in the first item that has the style pack is at index 1, it has a review this, the brand is just way, then the variety is noodle, spicy, hot, sesame and other things. The style is of course gonna be pack, the country is Taiwan, and then the star is 1.0 and top 10 is empty. Okay, so this is how we can group data. So this was for pack. Now similarly we will have for tray. So over here you can see another method of packing is tray, and there are only 3 items that have a style of tray. Okay, now similarly we have others. Okay, so over here this is the style cup. Okay, the packing style is cup, and all the items that have the style cup is written over here. Now along with that we have can. So over here you can see only one item has the style of can, so only one item is there. And then after that we have the packing style box, and only 2 items are there. So you can see 2 items review and brand is there, 2 items variety, style, country and stars are there, and only of those 2 items the top 10 is also there. So you can see this index is can be used to match all the properties of the different tables. Okay, and then we also have bold type of style. Okay, so all the datas that have all the values that have a style of bold are here. Okay, so I hope this was clear. Now we can get a certain group from that g variable, which is a list of map, by simply writing g dot get group cup. And then over here when we were discussing about cup, I think it was the first one, no, over here, yes. So you can see these data over there from 0 to 112. And now over here if we get the group, over here also we get the same data from 0 till 112, but now since it is a data frame, it is viewed like this. Over here it was a data frame but inside a list, so it was viewed in this manner. Okay, so that is not important. We just need what is important is you need to see how the data is grouped and how we can fetch data based on the grouping item. Okay, so over here now we can get the maximum of this g. So what it is gonna do is it is gonna take all the styles, okay, and then give the max of those. Okay, like there are 6 styles, so it will give you the maximum review, means over here since this is the review index, it will give the last index. Now brand, this is a string, so max property will not be applied over here. Variety is also a string, not applied. Country is a string, not applied, but star is a decimal. So then over here the max property is applied, and you can see the maximum rating of that category will be written over here. Okay, so now if the maximum rating is 5, then we can see in the table the first place where the style is bold and the star is 5.0, the review will be this, the brand is Uni President, the variety is this, and the country is Taiwan. Okay, so I hope you are understanding how this works. Now if we would have simply written df.max as we have seen in the previous video, it would have given us the column where the row where the first time stars was 5.0. Okay, now similarly we have mean. Okay, so it returns the mean. Now the since mean is again computed only on numbers, so only the numbered values are here. Like bowl, it has review number and stars. So you can see the mean rating of the items that have a style of packing bowl is 4.2, and this is useless, but I hope you understand. Okay, because the review numbers are supposed to be in index, and now since it is a integer, the mean has been calculated, but it is of no use. But the stars are over here, and I hope you can understand what it is happening over here. Now similar to mean, max and all those things, we have a property called describe. So what describe does is it gives us everything. Okay, like the count, the mean, the standard deviation, the minimum, the 25th percentile, 50th percentile, 75th percentile, and the maximum. Okay, so now you can see it has given based on the style. If I would have written data frame, then it would have considered the whole data frame, but now since I am writing over here G, that is a list of map that has a string and a data frame, so it is giving us the values like this. Like for style bowl, for the packing style bowl, the stars, there are 18 stars, so we can say there are 18 values. Then the mean star rating is 4.2, 75th percentile is 4.75. that means 75% of the users have given a rating of 4.75. the maximum rating is 5.0. Okay, so I hope you understood what this describe does. It basically gives us all the means mathematical values. Okay, so I hope you understood. Now since over here it is G, which is a list, that is why we are getting a list of 6 different items. If I would have written df, then it would have considered the whole data frame, and then we would have got only one row like this. Okay, now after that let's see concatenation. So I hope everything up till here was clear. Now before concatenation, I want you to see how to create a custom data frame. So over here I am creating a data frame called India weather. So for that we write df pd and then data frame full form with capital D and capital F, then it takes a map. Okay, then over here we have the key and the values. Now we need to keep in mind that the length of values in all the properties need to be same. Like if city has 3 values, then the temperature needs to have 3 value, and the humidity also needs to have 3 value. If not, then again we will get NaN like we get over here. Okay, so now this is how we create a custom data frame, and we have it over here. And then like see, I have created another data frame called US weather, where the cities are New York, California, Washington, and their respective temperatures and humidity. So now since we have two data frame, let's try concatenating it. So for concatenating, we simply write df is equal to pd dot concat, and then a list of all the data frames that we want to concat. Okay, so over here we just have two, that is India weather and US weather. So now over here you can see it has been copied, but the index is a little bit weird. So it is 0 1 2, and then it should be 3, but it again goes to 0, and that is because over here till this 2 is our India weather, and then after this is US weather. So now if you want this to be a continuous indexing, what we need to do is we need to simply write ignore index is equal to true. Okay, so now over here you can see we have the index in continuous format, but the other datas are absolutely the same. Okay, now after that, if you don't want to concatenate it vertically, we can concatenate it horizontally. So over here you can see it has been concatenated horizontally. The index is 0 1 2. the cities are this, and the respective temperatures and humidity. This is of the India weather data frame, and this is of the US weather data frame, and they have been concatenated horizontally because the axis is 1. Okay, so we have discussed about axis when we were discussing about essentials of numpy. So if you have not seen that series, I recommend you to go and see that first. Okay, now let's see how to merge two data frames. Okay, so now over here we have temperature df as in a new data frame with 4 cities: Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, Jamshedpur, and their temperatures, and this is the data frame. Then we have another data frame, that is the humidity data frame, and over here we have 3 cities in Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, and the humidity 70, 65 and 75, and this is our data frame. So let's merge this. Okay, so over here you can see how we merge it. So we simply write pd dot merge, then the first data frame, then the second data frame, and on the basis of city. So for that we write on city, and then we get the output. So over here you can see that in humidity we have Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, and in temperature we have Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, and Jamshedpur. So now since over here is Mumbai and it is present in this as well, this data frame has Delhi and Bangalore, this data frame also has Delhi and Bangalore, but this data frame has Jamshedpur and this data frame doesn't have Jamshedpur. So that is why Jamshedpur has been ignored when we merge it. Okay, I'm sorry, it is over here. Yes, so over here you can see Jamshedpur has been ignored when we merged it. So now to not be ignored, what we need to do is we simply need to add a value how, and then outer means outer merging. So if you would have any knowledge about inner join, outer join, like as we have in SQL, then you would understand what the keyword outer specifically does. It takes a collection of all the things, and which is not present, then that is nan. Okay, so over here if I have written on city, that means it will take all the cities, and if any respective value is not present over here, that will be nan or null. Okay, so this is how we can get all the values, and this is how we can get only the values where all the properties are present or features. Okay, now after that over here we are gonna see how to assign custom index. Okay, so like suppose we have a data frame from 1 to 9. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give it an index from 9 to 1. Okay, so you can see this is our data frame, these are the values 1 to 9, but these are the index from 9 to 1. Okay, so this is how we assign custom index. Now since we are discussing how to assign custom index, I wanna show you two more methods. If I write df.lock4 as in the location 4, then it will look for index 4 and return its value, that is 6. And if I write df.ilock4 means the index location 4, that means it will look for the fourth value, first, second, third, fourth. Okay, sorry, it starts from 0, 0th, first, second, third, and fourth, and the value is 5, so we get a 5 as an output. So I hope you understood the difference between these two. LOC returns the value at this location, ILOC returns the value at this index. Okay, so with this I think we have covered the essentials of pandas, means the basic functions that are used. If there we will anyhow see many more different functions of pandas once we move forward. Okay, but all the functions that we have seen till now will give you a good hang of what pandas is. Okay, so in the next video we shall start with exploratory data analysis. So see you in the next video. Thank you.